about incrementalism. It's about transformation. It's also making it both achievable, but very difficult to achieve. And mostly, it has to be TV friendly. So what kind of prizes are in our pipeline? TV diagnostics. Today, 2 million people die of TB, yet no one hears about it in developed nations. A big reason why? We can't diagnose it. And if we can have a better diagnostic in the field, we could save people in places like Africa, India, and China. Ocean exploration. We know more about the surface of Mars than we know about our own oceans. Even though most of our oceans are less than 6 kilometers in depth, we've only mapped about 2%. And the idea of an ocean and its impact on climate change is huge. Today, the ocean is also full of a lot of plastic debris. There's over 100 million tons of plastic, and 200 million tons are getting there every year. How can we develop a better means to manage that, prevent that from happening, and clean up what's already there? Bionics. 500 million people have limited mobility, and we don't have any way to treat them except for give them a wheelchair. What can we evaluate and develop from a bionic perspective to give people better function of life, make them walk again, make them be able to have a higher quality of life? Brain-computer interface. We don't know about how our brain works, and as a result, we can't diagnose things like depression, anxiety, even pain. We need to understand what goes on in here so that we can help all of what goes on out here. AI physician. Today, 50% of the time that you visit a doctor, you're getting an incorrect diagnosis. And frankly, there are people in the world that have never seen a doctor. How can we be leveraging technology to do that better, faster, cheaper, and more effectively? This is my favorite. You spend more time commuting than you do on your vacations every year. Over 40,000 people die in automobile accidents. How can we develop an automated car that makes it faster, more fun, and easier to get to work? But these are X prizes. And you know, we're not alone in the world of prizes. There are a lot of other things that are out there, and I think they deserve the recognition. Because the idea of competition is something that I think can revolutionize a lot of the problems that we have. There's been a surge of prizes over the past few years. Right now, we figure there's about $350 million worth of aggregate prize purses that have been developed. And that's just about 300 different prizes, only a couple of which are X prizes. Some of the other ones, so why prizes now? Well, I think we see a lot of things changing. Internet, connectivity, communications, media-intensive society. Prizes provide a means to address all of those quickly, fastly, and openly in a way that people are demanding information and change to happen now. There's a lot of prize types, and I'd love to talk with you a little bit more about them, but the two that we focus on are point solution and market simulation prizes. And I'd like to talk about a couple of prizes that have inspired our organization, and they've made big changes. The Goldcorp Corporation. They launched a prize to try to figure out where there were better and more gold deposits. They launched a $500,000 competition, and when the team won, the two-team person from Australia, they discovered $6 billion worth of gold deposits. Netflix, a $1 million competition to improve their customer recommendation for movies algorithm. The winning team developed a 10% improvement, won the prize. They still can't figure out, though, why miscongeniality is the most rated movie on Netflix. So, maybe you know what that is, or you know it's something that we should be focusing on. So please, propose a prize to us. Go online, we've got a prize idea submission form. Tell us about what we should be focusing on. Give us a sense of where we should be paying attention. And you know, most people out there, most companies out there, they focus on the why nots, the hows. We look at the what ifs. So help us figure out what the next what ifs we should be